Boruto.
Oh yeah, baby.
Is this your RGC, Brian? That was very exciting.
Shit.
This was, I mean, it's hard to get any reaction out of you from anything that's not My Hero. So,
you know what? This is my RGC.
Yo!
Fuck it. This is my RGC.
Certified RGC.
This is my RGC.
How super not your RGC?
Before we start, it is very rare for Boruto to subvert expectations in a really good way. This chapter was really good.
Okay. Well, let's get into it, I guess. This is Boruto, Chapter 55, Legacy. The color page is Code, who we'll learn more about later. But yeah, we open up in Naruto's mindscape thing where he usually talks to Kurama. He wakes up and he turns around and Kurama's there just like, over here. Somehow you woke up looking the opposite way that I wanted you to be. So turn around.
Yeah, I can't bother to get up.
I'm not in good shape right now, so please turn around for me. So basically he explains that he came to say farewell, and Naruto's like, damn, I guess we're gonna die, huh? And Kurama's like, nah, just me. And yeah, he explains that the Baryon mode's price is his life, and Naruto's like, wait, what? No. And my favorite part is Kurama says, like, just so you know, I never once lied to you. At no time did I ever say you would die. And I'm thinking about it, like, is that true?
He didn't. He never said. He said that there would be a sacrifice, but he didn't. I don't think he said that it was both of them that would die.
I mean, I'm not questioning it that hard, but I'm like, whoa. Then I feel like a fool because the whole time I'm like, oh man, Naruto, this is the end of Naruto. But apparently not. As yeah, Naruto's like, you just fucking lied to me. And Kurama's like, yeah, I just told you that because if I said that I would die, you would hesitate because you're soft. And yeah, and Naruto's like, man, my friend. And Kurama says his last words as he starts to like float in the air. He says, I guess this is it. I've got to go, but be real careful. You're not going to have superhuman strength anymore. So if you overdo it, you're going to die, boy. So, but until that day comes, you be well, Naruto, as he floats off and turns into smoke. And Naruto extends his hand out. He's like, no. But
real quick. Don't Biju like resurrect though?
No, they're not Digimon.
Isn't that their thing?
No, they're not Digimon.
Oh, no, I didn't even know they could die.
No, because like if I guess it only applies for if the Jinchuriki dies. Like whoever's carrying the tailed beast, if they die, then the beast will resurrect. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was something about that. I think I'm not sure. I'd have to look into it a little bit more, but I doubt this is something that Kurama's gonna come back from.
Yeah, no, he's flying away, turning into smoke. He's done.
But this, so this is basically the final blow for the old generation, essentially. Like Sasuke lost his Renengan. Naruto doesn't have a He doesn't have a Biju anymore. Like. It's all up to the next gen. Useless.
Yeah, all the other characters.
It's basically all up to the next gen to carry.
It's all about Boruto.
To carry the torch.
Sarada.
Also, what is it with Hokage and being nerfed? You know what I mean? Like Kakashi had double Sharingan, and they're like, you know what? No, you're gonna be a basic bitch ass Hokage. See you later.
Yeah,
Naruto becomes Hokage. You know what? You're gonna lose your Biju. No big deal. Have a good one.
Third Hokage knows every jutsu ever. No, you're old. You're just old.
Sorry, dude. You're old, and we also forced you out of retirement because the last guy died. Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
You're old. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I guess they had to do this if they really wanted to push that. This is like, why isn't this series about Naruto? It's like, well, he doesn't have his fox anymore, so by default, he'll be less interesting.
Yeah, my interest in him is waning as the moments pass. Honestly,
but yeah, as as Naruto's reaching out for the smoke, a pair of hands grab him, and he wakes up back into consciousness. And he sees Boruto, and he puts on a face that says, "Oh, it's just you. It's not my friend, the Bijou."
Just this fucking cheating ass rat.
It's this spoiled asshole. And
where did I go wrong, Kurama?
What is even going on with your hair, my guy? I don't even understand.
By the way, this art is like, it just keeps getting better and better, dude. Like, this looks just like Kishimoto's art. Almost.
It's close. It's not just like it. But
I don't know, Boruto's expression
Pretty
there
close.
looks very similar to Kishimoto's art.
Yeah, sure. But in any case, yeah, Naruto's back. Kawaki just falls back, after carrying this team. And yeah, everything is all good. I guess he explained off screen that like Kurama sacrificed his life. So, yeah. As their conversation goes, Kawaki's like, "Hey, can we actually just go home first? Can we talk about this when we get back to the village? Because we're stranded in this weird timeline thing, alternate universe garbage." So, yeah, they realize their only way out is basically Boruto. And it's so funny because Sasuke is like, "Well, yeah, I can't use my Rinnegan anymore." And that's when Boruto immediately flashes back to the fact that he stabbed his eyeball.
Yo, I couldn't believe it when I seen this. This was honestly like a huge blow to me. Like, as many jokes as I cracked.
Both Naruto and Sasuke, the greatest ninja to ever live right now, are both no longer what they were before this scene happened.
I think Sasuke still has at least one Sharingan.
Which
he
is
already know. If
he has the
at least got
Sharingan, but
one-
that's not the same level as the Rinnegan.
But he can
Let's
do
be honest
anything
here.
with that.
No,
He
yeah.
can do anything
I mean, I'm with
it.
Josh. I think like one Sharingan is enough to solo dolo the entire Naruto verse.
Nah, dude,
And
he was
Goku
using the Rinnegan
and
all the
Superman.
time. The Rinnegan was his power, like his true, like OP power. Like
Why can't he get a Rinnegan in
I
his other
know.
eye? Is that something I'm missing too?
That's
True
no,
that.
that's a six pass
Why
thing.
can't he
Isn't
talk
it?
to the stage again?
No, that was
the Sage game.
he can't. Yeah, he can't find that dude anymore. That
Why
guy's
not?
fucking gone.
He's retired.
He was going before.
If he was still around, they would have their six paths shit, right?
That's tap.
They would be six pathing all the time. Like Naruto would have his fucking Biju stick and smacking people in the face. Bah, 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 bah.
Oh, you're right. They don't have that.
Yeah, exactly. So like obviously that means the guy isn't around.
He doesn't have his orbs of justice or whatever the fuck them shits was
Is that what it's called?
This
The
fight
Oath of
would've-
Justice?
If they still had that form, it would be over all the time. It would just be over every single fight. Nobody would be able to contest them if they still had those forms.
Man, whatever.
So-
Whatever, dude. We
yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, after that, after Boruto has a complete guilt moment, Sasuke reassures him, is like, "Yo, I'm just stating facts. You did what you did, but it wasn't really you. I know it wasn't you. I'm not mad at you for taking away my ultimate power, but I'm not mad at you, but it is what it is. I just don't have my ultimate power anymore, and that's your fault, but not really your fault." So yeah, Kawaki's like, "Yo, he said it's fine. Let's fucking hurry up and use your karma to get us out of here." And after that, we cut over to, I guess, the Kara headquarters where Code is just, oh my, no, not the headquarters. He's in this alternate universe where the Ten Tails is just sleeping, chilling outside of this cage where the Ten Tail is just also snoring, is like being adorable, sleeping. And he's like, "Oh, cool, everything's good. Nobody came for this thing." And he lies back down. He looks at his hand to see the white karma on his hand. And he explains that, like, "Man, this sucks. I don't know why Kawaki doesn't want this life of being a human host to a parasite, man. But, if it was me, I would have totally let this guy take my body, but I can't for some reason."
It's from his perspective, it's like, why wouldn't you want to like be a vessel for God essentially? Because he kind of worships Otsutsuki.
because they're weird.
Yeah. I mean, in a short way to saying, yes.
But they're almighty otherworldly beings.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
they're like,
They do the most. Are you
like there are
kidding
people
me?
who follow. There are cults built around less. You know what I mean? There are
For
cults
sure.
built around less. So
guess.
I wouldn't hold it against somebody to be a cult member of a fucking all-knowing, all-powerful being.
Yeah, but they have that, like, this guy has that one horn that's real gross. I don't think I want to live with that.
And like they all they want is genocide
Yeah.
and information.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Is ultimate power
I don't
worth
care
it?
for someone like that.
Yeah, if ultimate power worth it if all you want is genocide?
And like Chris said, the horns are really gross too.
Yeah,
there you go, man. I don't relate to this child at all. he's giving me Orochimaru vibes.
Hey, I'll tell you what, too. I'll take it a step further. I think you're weird if you do relate to this child.
I'm not saying I relate to it, but I'm just saying it makes sense for there to be somebody who religiously follows an Otsutsuki.
No, I get what you're saying.
Oh, do I see the logic? Sure.
It makes sense. I'm not saying, oh yeah, you know what? I sympathize with this guy. I would totally fucking blow an Otsutsuki
like you
if they fucking
yourself
came up this
personally.
guy.
You wouldn't choose to inherit the karma and
fuck no.
become the vessel for an alien being. And then
fuck no. But I'd see somebody wanting to do that. It's fucking weirder shit in the world.
You would think that one of these guys would probably like. I think Brian's right in a way, but that also just brings us like you could probably just ask somebody, and you don't have to do all this shady shit where you're kidnapping and creating children and
no, but you need a perfect body for it.
That's true.
Like you can't just get anybody.
Yeah, but
like that's why he ran into problems as Jigen because Jigen's body couldn't handle all this fucking power.
Yeah,
whatever. In any case, he's just staring at his white karma like, huh. And that's when it starts to activate more, take over more of his hand, and smoke just appears. And like a genie in a bottle, fucking Ishiki pulls up again, and I'm like, oh my god, is he alive? But no, he's not.
No.
It's just
Yeah,
it's just an astral projection where he's just like, hey, if you're receiving this message, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm gone. Yeah, somehow like parts of his soul are in his karma, so he came up to give him one last message before he disappears for good. He explains what happened to him, how he was betrayed by Amato, and he had to use Jigen's body, resurrect within Jigen, and then he was killed, basically. So, he needs Code to finish his work for him. And Code's like, hey, I mean, I would love to. There's literally nothing I would rather do than serve you, weird alien parasite man. But I mean, I can't take your body. I mean, you can't take my body. I'm not built for that. And he's like, no, that's cool. You don't need to. What you can do is you can grab either Kawaki or Uzumaki Boruto and consecrate either of them to the 10 tails to cultivate a divine tree. And once that happens, once the tree is made and the fruit bears, you can just eat the fruit and then you'll become an Otsutsuki. And then you can just leave the planet and go eat planets until you become a god. A god that weirdly looks like what's his face from the Captain America comics.
With the mask.
Yeah, Baron Zemo.
This guy looks like he's wearing a suit made out of dress socks.
Yeah, it's a dress sock suit. See, that's also a bummer about being a god in this universe. You look like a fucking sock.
Look at all of the eyes that he uses for research and snooping.
Yeah, where even is he? He's got like a bulb on his head too. Man, this sucks. I wouldn't want to be a god. Never mind.
You gotta pay the light. You gotta pay the light bill just to fucking walk around.
No, you are the light bill.
Con Ed fucking knocks on your door. Look, bro. I know that you're a god and all, but like
that light bulb on your head is not going to light itself, buddy. Your light bulb crown is not going to light itself. It's so weird. I mean, yeah, that's the plan. Basically, is like I know that we could have probably done this before. But now you have an opportunity to be a god, Code. So, just do that. And yeah, And Code's like, well, I can't start doing that without taking complete and total revenge of the person who killed my god. So,
Yeah.
Tell me the names of the bastards who destroyed you. That's when we cut back over to the alternate universe where Boruto is trying to use his karma to teleport everybody using the space-time ninjutsu. And yeah, basically, after a weird shonen rival argument with Kawaki, where Kawaki's like, "You're too stiff. You gotta loosen up a little bit." But after a while, he's like, "I'll somehow get rid of your karma. I swear it." And I'm like, "Cool,
dude." I like these. I like their chemistry already. It's already better than Naruto and Sasuke's when they were younger. So this is just.
It's the same.
I just like this.
It's almost.
No, it's not the same. It is not the same.
No, Kawaki seems to care more than Sasuke did. I don't think Sasuke would have done anything.
Kawaki isn't a fucking little shrimp-dicked edgelord who wants to fucking
yes, he is
gain power. His whole thing isn't about power. Like Sasuke was obsessed with power, and
I think
Kawaki
he's distinctive from Sasuke.
Obsessed
also.
with getting rid of power.
I will say that Kawaki's not. I think he could have been way worse, and I was definitely expecting it to be way worse, but he's not that bad.
But the reason why Kawaki is different is because Boruto and Kawaki are kind of reverse, Boruto is following in Sasuke's footsteps and Kawaki's following in Naruto's footsteps. That's just how they've been trying to put this narrative for them. They're both walking the paths that the other one should be following,
Yeah. All right. Well, in any case, he basically spurs on Boruto to do the thing. Boruto manages to do the thing, and they jump through the portal right before it closes. Meanwhile, back at the weird bunker thing that Shikamaru and the others are hiding in, this fucking doctor dude looks at Amato, and Amato is just muttering to himself, and he's like, "Are you okay?"
Sweating and shit.
Yeah, he is sweating, nervous. And that's when Shikamaru gets word that Boruto and Naruto and all of them have returned safely from the alternate universe. And Amato's immediately like, "Hey, what about Kawaki? Is he okay?" And Shikamaru's like, "Yeah. No, yeah, they're all safe." And Amato's like, "Oh, thank God," basically. He's like, "Oh, shit, thank God he's safe." So... yeah.
Is it established that he gave a fuck about Kawaki?
I think there's an ulterior motive as to why he needs Kawaki.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something weird going on. Yeah.
Yeah, because he hasn't been this nervous before. And all of a sudden now he's like, fuck. But yeah.
Interesting.
Everybody's back. They're like, "Cool, we made it." And Boruto tells Kawaki that, "I do feel like anything's possible as long as I'm with you." Friendship.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
They're like brothers, dude. Come on.
Hey, yo.
Kawaki's essentially his adopted brother.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the day is saved. We cut back over to the last page, though, where this code is just literally listing off his enemies' names. List style. He's like, Kawaki, the traitor Amato, Uchiha Sasuke, Hokage Uzumaki Naruto, and Momoshiki's vessel Uzumaki Boruto.
Momoshiki.
Momoshiki. Yeah, I mean, that's where the chapter ends. Code is out to get our boys. Will he succeed? I don't know. But this is an interesting way to leave things off.
I'm just so excited to see where this series is going, because it's they've been setting everything has built up to this moment essentially, and now the first chapter where they showed a preview of the time skip where they're older and shit, it just raises so much more questions, and it makes this series so much more intriguing, because it's what the fuck is actually happening in the first chapter? Is Boruto actually Boruto? Is Kawaki actually Kawaki? Oh, what the fuck happens
to
to
Dr.
Naruto?
Amato in his skin? in his body.
Like this,
you know
this series is so fucking. It's getting so good, and it's only gonna get better from here. I feel like because they're really hitting their stride recently with Boruto.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen next, and that's again we've already established that sometimes most of the time that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and honestly, I feel like this is the first time while reading Boruto where he's done like a Horikoshi style twist, you know, like something that you think is gonna happen, but he switched it up and it was good, not just like a fucking random plot twist, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm enjoying Boruto. I think like it's way better than when it started. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but it has been steadily improving in pretty much all aspects. I'm invested now, especially now that Kishimoto's back at the helm, doing his thing. I'm excited for what comes with Boruto.